Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock by Request, where it's a review of the movie Stepfather 3. And this request comes to us from fellow YouTuber ROMSreviews with LorenG. Hi.
Glad to see that you're feeling better.
I'm fine, thanks.
You're gonna be all right.
Yeah, I made it through this movie.
I'm gonna give you something.
Stepfather 4?
Feel even better.
Dr. Giggles? That'll make me feel a whole lot better than watching this piece of crap. Yes, Daddy's been working in the garden again. And this time, just like in part 2, the stepfather decides he's going to escape from yet another loony bin. And he decides to head to California to meet up with a woman who has a son who's in a wheelchair. And once again, he's on a quest to get the perfect family. Unfortunately, she finds out that the woman he meets up with is infertile. So he decides to start having some sort of an affair with another woman. And as most of you guys have probably realized that, dating more than one woman or being involved with more than one woman, eventually, it does get you in a lot of trouble. But the stepfather finally meets his demise after the first two. When he tries to kill off the other woman he was trying to be with, putting her in a wood chipper, but then it turns out the boy in the wheelchair, whose name is Andy, winds up finding the strength to get up. I was going to get to that part. Winds up finding the strength to get up out of his wheelchair and putting the stepfather into the wood chipper he was trying to get for the other woman he was sounded a bit like that too. I'm not sure if he screwed. I didn't do anything. But yeah. So finally, the Stepfather Legacy, Stepfather series is over with. Because once they put him in a wood chipper, he didn't get out of it. He wasn't able to get out of it. Yeah.
They had to be disfigured.
That's what happened.
I have to make them look like they used to look. That's my art.
There's no way you can make him look any more than what he looked like already. So yeah, Stepfather 3 finally ended until the remake happened. Why didn't I like this movie? Honestly, well, just like the song you're hearing, the whole series should have been dead and buried after the first one, but they gave us more lame sequels. This stepfather is not the same one who was in part 1 and part 2. Actually, this stepfather is played by Robert Whiteman, who has appeared in quite a few movies, but he might be somewhat better known as the new John Boy from The Waltons. Yeah, that was about as stupid a mistake as replacing the Duke Boys in the Dukes of Hazzard. The movie also stars Priscilla Barnes, who you might remember from Three's Company, at least the last 1 or 2 years of it, and the Rob Zombie horror movie The Devil's Rejects, and John Engel, who has appeared in many movies like Heathers, RoboCop 2, Death Becomes Her, and Batman and Robin. Why didn't I like this movie? Because, like I said, the series just dragged on way too long. Part 2 was not that good, but this was probably the worst in the entire series. I don't know. I just did not really care for the sequel that much. I just found it to be really, really, really idiotic. In fact, I actually laughed through a good portion of this movie at its pure stupidity. And I was waiting for the stepfather to somehow come out of the wood chipper when he was in there, but they turned it off, and he was like half chipped away. So there you guys go. Kind of really bad sequel. The music you were hearing during this video is by Rebirth of Mercy, and it's a track called Dead and Buried. Now, I'm sure if you subscribe to ROM's Reviews with LorenG, he might send you a copy of the CD. And this was off the album called Six Tentacles on a Silver Tongue. Really awesome music. If you guys like Nine Inch Nails and Rob Zombie, this is definitely the music for you guys. But I'm going to get on out of here, but I just want to say special thanks to ROM's Reviews with LorenG for his request. And if you have a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, or fantasy horror movie that really definitely made you kind of think about putting it in a wood chipper, send it my way and I'll get on it ASAP. Thank you so very, very much for watching. And until next time, for Doc Schlock by request, as always, stay strong and rock on.